Hello, Professor. Let me say, first of all, before starting this digital journal, that I have had a wonderful time in your class. This class has honestly been the highlight of my first semester back in going towards my bachelor's degree after earning my Associates of Applied Science over in SWIC. So, I will say, first of all, your class was excellent. Now, um, on to what this digital journal is about, which is Carol Dweck. And Carol Dweck's growth mindset theory involves a lot of different factors, um, like the uh, contingent, uh, contingent self worth, which is the idea that you are worthy when you are succeeding and unworthy when you are not, which I both agree and disagree with. Um, the incremental theory of intelligence, and which involve usually comb challenge and working hard with little fear of failure, as um, all things should be approached with an open mind. And a lot more. Now, my 5 strategies to approach this. The first would be involving the idea of contingent self worth, but moving around it a bit. As truthfully, I believe even when students aren't succeeding, they are still worthy. I believe that wholeheartedly because I believe that every experience is a learning experience. Every everything, every success, every failure is just a opportunity to grow and develop further as a student and as a learner. But in my strategy of doing that, uh I could think of it competitively. Could think of it as doing um like weekly cahoots or like weekly rev- uh kind of review games where the student that the students that come in first, second, and third get extra credit points towards um, the test or however I do it. This would incentivize other students to try to listen and even take notes during the week so they could remember and get those bonus points for um, in their way. The second strategy that I would approach with a growth mindset is the case of using uh, a lot of hands on material. As using hands on material with both visual and auditory learning environments can felicitate um, all different kinds of growth and all different kinds of development. And I believe that immensely, as well as with the fact that Carol Dweck also believes in inclusion, you know, including every student in each thing. My third strategy would actually involve a quote I heard in another class, that fairness is not giving students the same thing. Fairness is giving students the things that they need to succeed. I believe a strategy to approach a growth mindset would be through educational equity. The idea that giving the students that need more the help they need, and the students that need less the opportunity to do things themselves, and then, if they need it, ask for help, creating an equilibrium in the classroom that would allow a growth mindset to develop. My fourth strategy would involve the incremental theory of intelligence. And in fact, she, as well as the entity theory of intelligence, which involves IQ and summative assessments. I believe that this could be approached with the idea of, as well, grabbing from Bloom's taxonomy, taking learning in steps. Taking learning, and once the students master one step, taking it up another step, and another step, and another, and another. And trying to master each step individually in the respect of retention over repetition. As I believe students' retention will incite the most growth. Now, the final strategy that I would say, the fifth one, would be to avoid students having a fixed mindset. As with what Carol Dweck says herself, students who have a fixed mindset or a closed mindset have a chance that they will lose their self-respect, and they'll lose their sense of self, even. Having a hard time to identify. And a hard time whenever they're having a hard time with identifying, they will lose confidence and therefore will not reach out for help, will not reach out for assistance when they need it most. I believe this could be approached by giving students a friendly demeanor that they can trust. As students, keeping students open-minded by giving them the resources they need to succeed, by giving them many different resources, like so a student doesn't close, like, for example, at the start of the semester, taking a survey to see what is the best way for you to learn, and then using that information and building a curriculum and lesson plans around how students want to learn. Like if it's visual, if it's auditory, if it's both, even taking that information and dissecting it, using it in each part of the, and while working with the early learning and developmental standards that set, benchmarks and different examples, following those in the lesson plan as well as what the students believe is best. And well, that's all I have to say. And like I said, I really enjoyed your class and I wish you the best of luck as a professor.